Thank you for joining the collective. We have a full body reformer workout today. No props needed. Let's get started with footwork. All of our springs on. Headrest can be lifted. Meet me on your back. Coming onto the reformer, laying all the way down. We're going to take our heels wide to the corners. We're externally rotated from the hip socket. Knees and toes are pressing out. Flex your feet, pulling your toes back towards your shins as you send the carriage all the way out. Resist the springs as you come back in. Working in that full range of motion. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale as you come in. Feeling the resistance of the springs in both directions. All the way out, all the way in. Tailbone stays anchored to the mat. We try to keep that rib cage closed. Now we're going to go into the bottom half, bringing the carriage all the way home. Press up to halfway. Press into those heels as you hold it for 3, 2, 1. Tap the carriage home. Press into the heels. Lift to halfway. 3, 2, 1. Tap it home. Just like that. Up to halfway, hold. 3, 2, 1. Bring it home. You got it. 3 more. Really feel the weight of the springs. Press into the foot bar with those heels. Knees and toes are tracking out to the corners of the room. Last one. Back to that full range of motion. All the way out, all the way in. You want to make sure that both legs are doing the same amount of work. Careful not to lock the knees out at the top. A nice soft knee as you go all the way out, all the way in. Now we're going to repeat that bottom half one more time. So bringing the carriage home, lift to halfway, hold. 3, 2, 1, tap it right back home. Lift to halfway, hold. 3, 2, 1, tap it home. You got it. Really press into those heels. Create that extra resistance. I want you to feel this on the back side of the leg as you drive through the heels. One more. Press all the way out. Coming all the way in. Great work. Let's change our foot position. We're going to go hip distance apart on our arches. So wrap your feet around the foot bar, sending the carriage all the way out, resisting the springs as you come back in. Again, finding that full range of motion. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you resist the springs back home. Knees are tracking straight up to the ceiling. The arches of our feet are pressing into the foot bar now. Kind of a nice little massage for the bottom of the feet. Now on your next one, press all the way out, come into halfway and hold. We're going to lift 6 inches up and down. It's nice and slow. We're feeling those springs as we lift and lower. Lift and lower. Right in the center of the carriage. We have 4, 3, keep that tailbone down. 2, back to that full range of motion. All the way out, all the way in. You got it. Relinking the movement to the breath. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale as you come in. Every time we exhale, we want to feel the abdominals fire. Nice job. All right, back to halfway. Hold it at halfway. Remember, 6 inches. Lift and lower. Nice and slow. Watch that those knees don't start to cave in. Lift. Lift. 3, 2, all the way out, all the way in. All right, final footwork position, Pilates V on your toes. Toes are on the foot bar, about a fist distance apart. Heels are lifted, heels are connected. Press the carriage all the way out. Resist as you come back in. Squeezing the inner thighs together. Resisting as you come right back in. As you press out, think about zippering the inner thighs together. And then our knees are going to track open over our toes as we come back home. Squeezing it all together. Keep those heels nice and high. On your next one, bring the carriage to halfway again. This time just 2 inches, super tiny. Up, down, lift, lift. 3, 2, 1. Back to your full range. All the way out, all the way in. Heels are still pressing into one another. Finding that midline as you press all the way out. Everything squeezes towards the center of the body. Resist as you come back in. I don't want you to take that free ride home. I want you actively resisting those springs. One final time, we come to halfway for that 2-inch lift. Up, up. Pressing the heels together, pressing our toes into the foot bar to lift and lift. 4, 3, 2, press all the way out. Separate your heels. Let them drop under for a stretch here. If it feels good, bend one knee at a time, getting a deeper stretch on one side of the leg. Footwork is done. Bring that carriage all the way in. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock yourself all the way up so we can change our springs. Going to 1 red, 1 blue, 1 medium, and 1 light spring. And then find yourself on your back one more time. This time we're going to reach behind us, grab for the short loops. Make sure you're a little bit away from those shoulder blocks. And we're going to take our fingertips straight up to the ceiling. Our wrists are above our shoulders. From there, bring your legs to tabletop. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press the palms to the mat. Float them right back up. Pressing to the mat. Lifting up. Now you have the option to add on a crunch here. We lift head, neck, shoulders off the mat as we reach our fingertips past the edge of our carriage and lower back down. Reaching. Now, if you want to add on, our legs are going to create an L shape. The right leg is going to go towards the ceiling. Left leg reaches long. Bend back into tabletop as you lower down. Stick with the same leg, reaching towards the ceiling and back in. Again, same leg is going to work this entire series here. Using that inhale to prepare yourself. Exhale, reaching long. We have 3 more. Big exhale. Final one. Nice job. Recover for just a second. Readjust your body if needed. Now, keeping the short straps in your hands, interlace the bottom fingers, connect the pointers and the thumb. Keep the thumbs right above the chest here, and then bring your legs straight to the ceiling. We're going to open our legs wide as we point our fingers to the through our legs, and then reach right back up through the legs and up. Now here you can layer in that crunching up as you reach the fingers, lower back down. Exhale as we crunch up. Inhale to lower. I'm trying to get those shoulder blades off the mat. Nicely done. Big inhale to prepare here. On our next one, we're going to hold it through and we pulse further for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Woo! Nice job. You should have felt a little abdominal burn there. All right, we're going to finish out this series how we started. Legs at tabletop, fingertips up to the ceiling. Press the palms to the mat. Float right back up. Exhale to press. Inhale to float up. Now add that crunch if you'd like. We're crunching up, reaching those fingertips and back down. Exhale. Inhale to lower. Now back to that L shape. This time the other leg, our left leg, goes straight up and we come back in, creating that giant L and in. We have 3 more. Final one. Great job. Hooking up your straps. Rock yourself up again. And we're going to change to 1 blue spring. So pop off that red, 1 blue spring. Now we're going to come kneeling, facing me, and I will face you to start. Our knees are going to be about halfway back on the carriage near the center of the foot bar, and I'm going to be closer to my foot bar than I am to my shoulder blocks. From the core, I'm going to rotate so my upper body faces the foot bar. My hands come to the foot bar. So my chest is facing the foot bar. My knees are facing in front of me. Slowly, I'm going to start to send the carriage out and stack my knees on top of each other. And then I'm going to use those lower obliques to pull the carriage under me, coming into some lateral flexion to bring the carriage home. Pressing the carriage out, trying to drop my bottom hip towards the spring. Using these bottom obliques to pull the carriage back home. You can stay here, or if you'd like to add on, as we press out, our top leg is going to float out and away. Really find a nice long plank here. As we use the obliques to pull us in, then he comes back to the carriage. Both of my arms stay straight as I do this. Try to drop that bottom hip and come back in. We have 2 more like this. Taking it out. Both my arms are straight. Pulling it in. Last one. Taking it out. Reaching that top leg. Dropping the hip. And pulling it in. Now we're going to scoot closer to the shoulder blocks. We're going to take the rope that's in front of us, and I'm going to make sure it's coming between my shoulder blocks. So my inside hand is going to reach over the rope, find the edge of the carriage, and then I'm going to walk my knees all the way to the back edge so my spine can be in a nice long neutral position here. Taking the strap with my outside hand under my belly, I'm going to start to pull the rope, pressing it out towards the foot bar. Hold it there. Resist it back in. If you want more tension here, hold the short loop instead. Keeping my shoulders square, keeping my hips square. Even though the arm is pulling the strap out to the side, I want your focus to be on the core. I use my exhale, brace my core, belly button to spine as I punch it out. Inhale as I bring it back in. Exhale. Feel that core. On your next one, we're going to hold it out for an 8 count. Press it out and hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Great job. Walk your knees forward onto the carriage, bringing that long loop into the opposite hand. We're going to go for some more lateral flexion here. I'm going to pull my elbow towards my hip, coming into a little side bend before I even begin. And then I'm going to reach up and over, side bending towards my foot bar. Resist as you come back in. Side bend towards the risers. Up and over, side bend towards the foot bar. Now, this whole time, I'm thinking about reaching through the top of my head, going up and over. One more set here. Up and over. Resist, 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 resist. Great job. We're going to hook that strap up and then grab the strap that's behind us. And you're going to pass the rope behind the back into our hand closest to the foot bar. My elbow is going to hug behind the body, and I'm going to press straight out towards the foot bar. Resist, resist, resist as you come back in. Squeezing the glutes and in. I like to use my exhale to get that arm out there. Now let's add some rotation. I want you to reach out and hold. As the elbow pulls behind the body, start to rotate towards your foot bar. Press out, square yourself off in front of you. As the elbow pulls back, we find rotation, reaching through the top of your head, and press out. Nicely done. I want you to really feel the core here. The core is leading the way. It's not the shoulders that are doing the rotation. We're rotating from that spine. One more. Trying to reach out just to shoulder height. All the way in. Great job. Reach that strap behind you. Put it in the other hand again, the hand closest to the risers over here. Now we're going to turn to face our risers, keeping the strap in my left hand, bringing my legs around in front of me. I'm going to scoot my booty forward a little bit. I'm going to rest my heels on the headrest. I'm going to take the short strap this time. I want a little bit more tension. My opposite hand is going to hold behind my leg for support, finding a flat back hinge. I'm going to hinge back, keeping a nice long spine. Hold it here. Keeping my elbow lifted, I'm going to bicep curl in, reach it long. Bicep curl in, reach it long. If you'd like to make it more of a challenge, release that arm that's supporting you on the back side of the leg. Hold it out long. Another option would be to bring it behind the head. On your next one, I want you to hold that bicep curl at a 90 degree. Hold the flat back hinge. Now pulse this arm up, up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit all the way up. Now take your opposite hand. We're going to reach over and hold up by the knot. Other hand that doesn't have the strap is again going to come behind the leg. And this time we're going to find our C-spine. Tuck the pelvis, scoop the core, round down, and I'm going to pull my elbow out to the side into a high row. Resist as I come back in. So now I have that big C-spine. If you want more of a challenge, that supporting arm releases here, or you can take it here. Trying to get the shoulders away from the ears. On the next one, hold the arm out. Using the core, you're going to lower and lift. Down and up. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the way up. Now we're going to take this loop, long loop or short loop, and we're going to put it up the left leg. Scooting the booty forward. Come onto your back. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Feet are on the headrest. Now bring that leg to tabletop. On your exhale, pull the knee into your chest. Inhale, lengthen it out, keeping tension on the spring. Pull it in. Lengthen out. Now, if you want more of a challenge, I want you to bring the other leg to tabletop as we do this. Nice and slow. Now let's add rotation. As the knee pulls in, we're going to rotate opposite elbow to knee, extend long. Elbow to knee, out long. On our next one, hold the rotation. Just the leg goes out and in, out and in. Nice and slow. Exhale as it pulls in. Final one. Woo. Rock yourself all the way up. Take that strap off. Hook it up. We're going to repeat this rear-facing series with the other strap now. So take the strap, starting with my right hand now, switching straps. My hand is going to go into the short loop of my right hand. Sitting up nice and tall, finding that flat back hinge. Hold it here. I'm using my opposite arm to support me as we go into that elevated bicep curl. Reach it out long. Trying to keep a long spine here. Trying to work in that flat back position. Chest stays open. Option, more of a challenge to release that supporting arm. Option would also be behind the head. Trying to think about lengthen the spine as we do this. On your next one, I want you to hold that bicep curl at a 90 degree. Now just the arm. Lift, lower, up, down. Everything is still. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. Now take the opposite arm, hold on to the knot, and then we can find that support again on our other leg. This time, C-spine. Tuck the pelvis, scoop, round down as far as you can go. Pull that elbow out to the side. Resist the springs as you come back in. Trying to get the shoulders away from the ears. Release that supporting arm if you can. Remember, you have options of where to take it from here. Scooping out the core. On your next one, hold that row. Now use the core to lower and lift. Nice and slow, just about 2 inches up and down. For 3, 2, 1, all the way up. Now we're going to take the long loop, put it up the right leg, or the short loop, whatever you used to do the other side. Scoot that booty forward, roll down onto your back, interlace the fingers behind the head. Your feet are on the headrest. Bring the strap leg to tabletop. You're going to exhale, pull the knee in, and then extend it long, keeping tension on your rope. The key here is to move nice and slow. We don't want any slack on the rope. Now, if you can, bring the opposite leg to tabletop. As you do this, big exhale when the knee pulls in. Now let's add rotation. As the knee pulls in, we're going to rotate opposite elbow to knee. Extend it long. Good job. Using that exhale on your next one, hold the rotation. Just the strap leg goes out, exhale in, out, exhale in. 2 more. Try to go a little bit slower. Nice job. Rock yourself up. Take that strap off. We're still going to use this one, the strap, as we rotate to face the other direction in a high kneeling position. That rope is going to go behind the body onto the hand that's closest to the foot bar. The elbow is pulling behind us. We're going to reach it long out towards the foot bar. Resist as it comes back in. Reaching out towards the foot bar. Try to squeeze those glutes. On your next one, hold it out. This time, as the elbow pulls behind the body, I want you to rotate through the spine. Reaching long. Rotate through the spine. Nice job. Pressing out to shoulder height, using that exhale. One more. Great work. Bring it in. We're going to hook that strap up. We're going to grab the strap that's in front of us. Switching arms, so it's in our inside arm now closest to the risers. We're going into that lateral flexion both directions. We start with a side bend, not a side burn, side bend, and then we reach up and over, finding that side bend towards the foot bar. I really want you to resist the spring on the way back. Here, resist, 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 resist. Good. Finding that side bend. You always have the option of the shorter loop if you want more tension. Thinking about reaching through the top of the head. Reach. One more. Find that resistance. Great job. We're going to walk the knees back. The rope is going to come between the shoulder blocks, and we're switching to the opposite arm again. So my arm is going to come across the belly to grab the long loop, and then my hand goes on top of the rope to find the carriage. Shoulders are square, hips are squared. We're slowly going to punch out towards the foot bar. Resist it back in. Lengthening towards the foot bar. Resisting back in. My tailbone is reaching long behind me. and I'm reaching through the top of my head in front of me, and I'm focusing on what my core is doing. I'm trying to get that core to fire as I use my exhale. Everything tightens. Big inhale to prepare here, because on this next one, we're going to take it out and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Carriage comes home. Hook up that strap. Walk your knees closer to the foot bar. We're going into that oblique side plank here. So my knees are facing forward. My hips are facing forward. I'm going to rotate through the spine. So my upper body is facing my foot bar. Hands come to the foot bar. Arms stay straight. I start to press my knees out, press into my palms, dropping my bottom hip towards the spring, and then pulling the carriage under me as I bring it home. Sending the carriage out. My top leg stacks on top of the other, dropping that left hip towards the springs, pulling it in. Great job. Taking it out as far as you can go. You can stay here, or we add the extension of the top leg here. As we press out, that leg is going to reach long, dropping that hip, keeping the arm straight. Knee pulls in to help guide the carriage home. Pressing out, extending the top leg, dropping the bottom hip, pulling it in. You have 2 more, nice and slow. Taking it out, dropping the hip, pulling it in. Last one. Take it out. Reach it long. Pull it in. Great work. All right. Now we're going to go into a bit of a lower body series here. We're going to switch to 1 red spring. So put on 1 red, take off that blue, and we're going to lower our foot bar as low as we can take it here. Now we're going to start facing away from our reformer. My right foot is going to stay on the floor. My left foot is going to come around, and my toes are going to hook around the edge of the carriage. We're going to go into a standing lunge, a big bend in my right leg as I press the carriage out and pull it all the way up and in. My weight is in my right heel on the floor. I can wiggle those right toes. Hinging forward, dropping as low as I can, back behind me. Dropping low, that back leg straightens as I press the carriage out. On your next one, hold that big deep lunge. My nose and knees and toes are in one long line. Bend the carriage in, press it out. Staying low, bend in, press out. Bend in and out. Stay low. Weight is in the heel. For 3, 2, 1. All the way in. Keep the toe here if you can. We're going to turn everything to face the side. My toes rotated, my hips rotated, my body rotated. I'm now side facing. My toe is going to stay hooked on the edge of the carriage. And I'm going to go into a lateral lunge here. So again, I'm going to hinge, diving deep into that standing leg as I send the carriage out and come all the way back in. You can adjust the placement of this standing leg. Nicely done. Nose, knees, and toes as you press out. Pull it back in. Straightening that carriage leg. On your next one, we hold it out. Hold it here. Bring it halfway in, all the way out. Nice long spine here. Press. Press. We have 3, 2, 1. Great job. Keep the toe here if we can. We're going to turn everything to face the risers. My toe is still hooked on. Standing up nice and tall. I'm going to send the carriage all the way out. Resist it as it returns. Sending it out, resisting it back in. Now, if you want more of a challenge, I want you to lift the supporting heel So you're standing on your toe as you press out and in, out and in. Now this one's a little bit more difficult. Hold the carriage out. Legs stay straight. Drop the heel, the carriage comes towards you. Point the toe, the carriage goes away. So my knee does not bend. It's from my heel flexion here. A point and flex, a little calf raise here for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way home. Step that foot off. Now let's repeat, starting with these. So my other leg, my right toe is going to come to the carriage, standing up nice and tall. Press the carriage away. Resist the spring as it comes back in. Remember to find work in both directions. You're actively resisting the spring as we come in. Remember, more of a challenge. Take it to the toe of that bottom leg. You could actually kind of cheat here and lean in on the foot bar for balance, but I want you to try to stay away from that foot bar. Now press it out and hold. Remember, it's just the ankle. Drop the heel and point. Legs stay straight. It's my heel, my ankle pointing and flexing. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way in. Keep the toe here if you can. Rotate to face the other way. We go into that lateral lunge, pressing the carriage out, diving down, pulling it back in. Pressing the carriage out, diving down, coming back in. Taking it out, lifting up. Nose, knees, and toes as you dive down. On your next one, hold it all the way out. We bring it in halfway, all the way out. Weight is in that supporting heel. You can wiggle those toes on the floor. Spine is long for 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Keep the toe here if you can. Finishing off the series, facing front where we started. Diving down into that deep lunge. Find your balance. And back in. Big bend in that supporting leg. The back leg straightens as you press the carriage out. Weight is in the heel, supporting heel on the floor. Use that breath to help you. Nose, knees, and toes. On your next one, hold it down as low as you can go. Halfway in, all the way out. Halfway in and out. You should feel that supporting glute. For 4, 3, 2, last one. All the way up. Great job. Let's lift that foot bar back up to its normal upright position. Add on a red. So we're going 2 reds. And then come on to your back. Headrest needs to be flat. Flat headrest here. We're going into a little bridge series. So your feet are going to be hip distance apart. The arches are going to come to the top of the foot bar. We're going to do some spinal articulation. We're going to tuck the pelvis, start to lift the hips one bone at a time, coming up to our shoulder blades, and then rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Finding that articulation. Tailbone starts, tuck the tailbone, scoop the core all the way up to the top. Squeeze the glutes, press the hips to the ceiling. And then with control, try to lay down one bone at a time, keeping the carriage home. I get to a point where it's almost like I can't articulate anymore, so I really need to work on finding that separation in those vertebrae bones to articulate. On your next one, hold that bridge. Send the carriage 2 inches out, pull it right back in. 2 inches out, right back in. My hips are pressing up. I'm squeezing the glutes. I'm trying to pull my knees up over the foot bar. For 3, 2, 1. Hold it home for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it down. Great job. Press all the way out with both your feet. Take those long loops. Time to finish with some feet and straps. 1 foot at a time. Step into those long loops. Tailbone stays anchored to the mat. Toes go to the ceiling, squeezing the inner thighs together. We're going to lower the feet and lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, scoop the lower abdominals as the legs come up. Remember, it's not a free ride home on those springs. You're actively resisting the pull of the springs. On your next one, hold your legs to a 45-degree. Separate towards the corners of the foot bar, reaching through your heels, the tiniest little circles, reaching through the heels. Carriage is barely moving. Reverse the direction of those circles. 3, 2, hold it here. You're going to bend the knees in towards your armpits. Press out towards the corners of the foot bar. Bending the knees in, pressing out. Now the tailbone stays down. As the knee comes in, tailbone stays anchored. Reaching towards the corner. One more. Press it out towards the corners. Bring the inner thighs together. Toes float to the ceiling. Let's finish with leg circles. Resisting the springs. Nicely done. Slow circles, finding the pelvic stability so our hips are nice and stable as we do this. Our core is supporting us. And then reverse the direction. Find the stability in the pelvis as you do this. Staying within your body's range of motion. Tailbone stays heavy on the mat, resisting those springs as the carriage comes home. Nice job. Hug those knees into your chest. Gently let the tailbone lift. Do a little rock side to side. Now take the next few minutes here to stretch it all out. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you next time.